Okay, next what we'd like to do is talk about general maintenance that a contractor or a consumer may want to do on their chainsaw before they operate it. The first thing is to make sure that you have proper chain tension. A lot of people tend to either over tighten the chain or run the chain too loose. You should be able to lift this chain up with mild tension and barely see the link come up. The chain should not be dragging below this bar. The next thing you should do periodically is remove the bar and chain by simply removing this nut and side plate. And this bar has a groove in it. And you can take a small flathead screwdriver, clean that groove out, so that gives a clear channel for the bar oil to lubricate that chain so you don't have an overheating issue. While you have the side plate off, you always want to clean that debris out, which would be saw chips and bar oil. Very simple procedure. All you need is one wrench. You know, how often should you do that? If you're a weekend warrior, you cut a load of firewood maybe once or twice a year. You know, you should probably do it once or twice a year. If you're an arborist, you should know how much to do that, which is probably every couple of days. Since these saws run at such high RPM, is occasionally look for any loose screws, whether it be on the handles, the safety brake, the recoil starter assembly, the rear handle. Most of those are either done with a Phillips head or an Allen wrench, and you can just simply check the tension on them. The next thing I would recommend you do is the air intake for most chainsaws is right here where the recoil is, and this will get packed with dust. You can either have an air hose, a paintbrush, some gloves to dust it off. That way it's pulling fresh air in. The last thing that I'm going to recommend you do is to clean the air filter. A lot of saws today just simply require a wrench, and you can pop them off and clean them in the field. The old days of taking an air filter off and cleaning them in gasoline is not what you need to do. Usually you can lightly blow them off with an air hose, tap them off, use a toothbrush or a paintbrush and just dust them off. If anything, just use pure water to clean them. Make sure they're thoroughly dry before you reinstall them. And that should cover most of your general maintenance that any consumer can do without having to visit a servicing dealer.